If you think version 6.4 is just another filler patch, you are about to miss out on the most unique combat mechanic we have ever seen in the history of the game. We are finally getting the Grandmaster himself, and he is bringing a dual-wielding playstyle that changes everything we know about Claymore users. The wait is almost over because we are around 4 days away from the official 6.4 livestream. Usually, the teaser announcement drops about few days before the show, so you should keep your eyes peeled for that notification any second now. This livestream is a massive deal because we are finally heading back to where it all began, Mondstadt. We're talking about the return of the Windbloom Festival, the debut of Varka, and some of the most anticipated first-time reruns in the history of the game. But there's a catch. A lot of people in the community are already calling this a nothing burger patch because of the reward count, and today I'm going to show you why they might be looking at this all wrong. We have a lot to cover, from a free 4-star weapon to a brand new boss that looks like it crawled off the moon, so let's dive into what 6.4 actually has in store for us. But first, let's announce the winner of the previous video. The winner is Zoe. Congratulations. And remember, there's a Welkin Moon giveaway in every video. To participate, you just need to leave a comment with your UID, server, and your LD shop ID. If you haven't registered on the site yet, you can do it using my link in the description to get your ID. As for our monthly giveaway, just a reminder that we are doing 2 packs of 3,280 Genesis. This monthly giveaway is specifically for those who register with my link and make any purchase. Even just a single Welkin Moon counts to get you in. It's also the perfect chance to use that double bonus reset if you haven't yet. The winners will be announced in the first few days of March. Want to get more out of your Genshin top-ups? You need to check out LD Shop. It's a platform developed by the LD Player Group where you can save up to 30% compared to in-game prices. It's 100% safe and reliable. All you need is your UID and server. No passwords required. Plus, if you register using my link, you'll get 2 exclusive coupons, 15% and 5% off. You can save up to $30. Check this out. The standard $100 pack is only $73 here, and you can even grab the Welkin for under $4. The double bonus reset works here too, so you'll get double crystals on your first top-up. And get this, if you spend over $80 in a month, you can claim a free Welkin Moon on their homepage. The process is instant. Pick your pack, enter your UID, and see the crystals hit your account in seconds. Stop overpaying for your pulls. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and start saving today. Before we get into the events, we have to talk about the absolute elephant in the room, the banners. This is officially a Mondstadt-themed patch because we are finally seeing the release of Varka. For those who need a refresher, Varka is the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius, and he has been on an expedition since the game launched. Well, the expedition is over. It is confirmed that Varka is a 5-star Claymore user, but he isn't your typical slow-swinging heavy hitter. Varka actually dual-wields. He carries his main Claymore in his left hand, and he can infuse a second one with any element. He is a pure main DPS, and his kit is designed around high-speed, high-impact aggression. If you've been waiting for a character that actually feels like a legendary knight, he is the one. But it isn't just Varka. The rerun lineup for 6.4 is actually insane. We are getting Skirk, Escoffier, and Flynn's. What's crazy about this is that all 3 of these characters are getting their very first reruns. We haven't seen Skirk or Escoffier since the late patches of Natlan, and Flynn's was one of the first big heavy hitters from the Nodcry region. This is not going to be a cheap patch. If you were planning on saving your Primogems, these banners are designed to make that very difficult. You have the legendary Grandmaster on one side and 3 of the most powerful modern units on the other. It's a literal gauntlet for your wallet. Here is the problem we're facing with 6.4. While the characters are amazing, the community is starting to push back on the actual content and rewards. When you look at the total Primogem count for the patch, it's looking a bit slim. For free-to-play players, we are looking at roughly 64 intertwined fates for the entire version. In the grand scheme of things, that's not even enough to hit a single hard pity. Because of this, people are starting to label 6.4 as a skip or a dead patch. They see a version with no new massive map expansion and a lower-than-average pull count and assume there's nothing to do. The challenge here is deciding if the nostalgia of Mondstadt and the power of Varka are enough to carry a patch that feels lighter on the new side. Is a chill version actually a good thing, or is it just a sign that the developers are taking a break? To answer that, we have to look at the events because that's where the actual gameplay is. The headliner for 6.4 is the Windbloom Festival. This is a big deal because we haven't had a proper Windbloom since version 3.5. It has been nearly 3 years since we celebrated this in-game. The main event for the festival is going to give us 700 Primogems, a Crown of Insight, and a bunch of upgrade materials. It's going to be the central hub for the entire version. Beyond the festival, we have a few other events returning. First, there's Sightseeing with Friends. We've seen this one before. It's the event where you travel to specific locations to take photos. It's a chill way to grab 300 Primogems and some of those rarer upgrade materials that are usually a pain to farm. Then we have Operation Stronghold Defense. If my memory serves me right, this is essentially a tower defense minigame. You set up towers, defend a base, and try to stop waves of enemies. That one is worth 420 Primogems. Finally, there's the Nod Cry Gateway to Borderland Asylum. This one is a bit more combat-focused. You get 60 Primogems just for showing up, but if you can beat the challenges within a specific time limit, you can grab an extra 340 Primogems, bringing that total to 400. If you are planning on pulling for Varka, you need to start preparing now because he uses materials that are entirely monster-themed. However, there is a catch. You can't pre-farm everything. 6.4 is introducing a brand new boss called the Radiant Moon Gecko. This boss is essentially Varka's specific world boss. You will need to farm this gecko if you want to level him up. It's a radiant, glowing lizard that looks like it's made of moonlight, and it's confirmed to be one of the main hurdles for Varka mains. So while you can stock up on his Claymore materials and general Mondstadt items, you're going to have to spend a lot of resin on this new gecko the moment the patch drops. The real make-or-break moment for this patch isn't the Primogem count, it's the rewards we haven't seen in years. Because this is the Windbloom Festival, we are officially getting a free 4-star weapon. This has already been revealed, and while we don't have the exact stats yet, it's following the tradition of the Windbloom Ode, or the Mailed Flower. If the developers stay true to form, this weapon will likely be specifically tuned to work well with Varka or one of the featured rerun characters. The most exciting part, though, is the character interaction. A leaked list of character line counts for the festival shows that almost everyone from Mondstadt is showing up. Paimon has the most lines, obviously, with about 160, but seeing characters like Varka interact with the Knights of Favonius for the first time in years is the real climax of this update. This isn't just a nothing burger patch, it's a homecoming. We are seeing the story of the first region finally get some closure on its biggest mystery. Where has the Grandmaster been? When you combine the lore significance of Varka with the return of characters like Skirk, the low pull count starts to feel a bit less important. It's about the quality of the moments, not just the quantity of the gems. So is 6.4 worth the hype? If you are looking for a massive new world to explore, you might be disappointed. But if you've been waiting years to see Varka in action, or if you missed out on powerhouses like Skirk and Escoffier, this patch is essential. We are getting a total of roughly 64 fates, a free 4-star weapon, a brand new dual-wielding playstyle, and the long-awaited return of the Windbloom Festival. It's a chill version, sure, but it's packed with nostalgia and some of the most unique character designs we've seen in a long time. Don't let the nothing burger comments fool you. Varka alone is enough to make this a landmark update. Make sure you're ready for the live stream next week to see the official gameplay trailers, because once you see that dual Claymore action in motion, the choice to pull is going to be a lot easier. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to leave your UID server and LD shop ID to enter the giveaway. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.